All right, this is your brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstones I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aqua that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled Street Fighter 6 Unseemly Vibes. Now, I got inspired to do this lesson because of the new game that just came out with their beta version for everybody to play yesterday or the day before. And I'm big into playing video games and everything like that, comic books, superheroes, and stuff like that. And I was watching a YouTuber that I like to watch. His name is Dashy, and pretty much he was playing this, and I just wanted to see what the game looked like. And the first 2 minutes of the game, you have this individual right here that I'm getting ready to show you. And from this angle, of course, it looks like a woman, but then when you actually look into it, it's a whole ass dude. Okay. And the thing is, the only reason why I want to speak on this is because Esau is continuing to push this letter community vibe on the whole world, especially in the world of you so-called minorities, which consists of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, because they always push this letter community vibe in every single little thing that they do. For instance, when the whole 2020 year went down and the BLM movement was, happening and everything like that, they had to mix in the letter community vibe with that. Okay, everybody know about that. They had to mix that in for some reason. And then, of course, when you look at all of the new movies and TV shows that's coming out nowadays, they always switch up famous characters and they make them be a part of this letter community. Just like if you all watched the latest Power Ranger movie that came out, if you're a fan of Power Rangers or whatever, you watch the latest movie of that, they turned one of the ladies, they turned her and made her a lesbian. And then what's another one? Scooby-Doo. That's another cartoon that's coming out with a movie and everything like that. And they talking about making Velma a lesbian. And then what's another movie? If you're a 90s kid, you know what I'm talking about. Rugrats. When they brought out that show, when they remade that show for everybody to watch on Paramount, I believe, they made the twins' mother, they made her unseemly. Okay, and this is what they do, especially now. Okay, and then of course, big people like Lil Nas X, he's supposed to be a big person as far as kids look up to and everything like that. But within his videos, that's one of the most unseemly dudes out there. Okay, and I'm gonna read a few of these comments so you all can see what I'm talking about. But first, let me just play just like this a few seconds of this video just so you all can see where I got this from, because like I said, this is what Esau is pushing on the masses, man. He does not want you to be straight. All right, he doesn't want you to be that, because especially you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because he wants you all to keep sinning. He wants you all to live in iniquity. All right, so let's just go ahead and play a few seconds of this, and we'll get into it.
Welcome to the world of Street Fighter. Are you a fighter looking for your next challenge, or just passing through on your journey? Either way, we're more than happy to have you! This is the Battle, a place that connects people from all walks of life. There's always someone new to meet and plenty to do. Wow! Whether you want to fight, spectate some matches, hang out with friends,
you can see now you can see with this character right here, you can clearly see that that's a whole man. All right, that's a man right there. All right, but he has the womanly voice, he got the makeup on, got the weird hair and everything like that, look like he's wearing a skirt and all of that. And like I said, and then of course it looks like Jake, right? It looks like Jake. And at the end of the day, this is what they push on the majority of the world. Well, the whole world, not the majority, the whole world. They're trying to get the whole world to live like this, man. Of course, there's still a lot of people that's not down with this lifestyle, but they push this vibration for a reason, man. Okay, one of the main things, and I always tell people whenever they speak about the industry, a lot of people know about the industry on how you have to do unseemly things in order to become successful, right? And I'll just be like, well, look, if this is a requirement for you to do unseemly things, this must be something that's wrong. Okay, it's wrong, all right? And then, but this world pushes that it's okay to be like this. But when you become successful, this is a requirement of you. You have to do this because they know in the back of their mind that this is a filthy abomination. Okay, we don't have to look at anymore, but if you all played the beta or anything like that, they have this thing where you can create your character, and then after you create your character, you just walk around this arcade looking area, and so you can, you know, find an opponent to fight and everything like that. And you should just see how many people created their characters to look exactly like this or even more weird, man. You just look at all the characters that's just walking around, you be like, damn, this shit is funny as hell. Okay, and like I said, this is what Esau does, man. You know, like I said, this don't have to be anything deep, but this is the vibration that he pushes on the masses because he wants you all to live like this, because this is Esau's true spirit. He loves being like this. Now, I'm gonna read a few of these comments. This from this one dude right here. It says the black dude is GAY, is the replacement trope for the black guy always dies first in horror movies. Then they had another one. Hold on, let me see. This dude right here named Darius. He said, damn, Lil Nas X making it through the FGC. These people know, man. And then the next comment, it says, damn, Chris Tucker in Street Fighter. And everybody knows, you know, the Fifth Element, Chris Tucker, you know, was an unseemly dude. He was an unseemly dude, and he looked just like this character that you see on the screen. Chris Tucker, you know, had to play that role, because one of the things that the so-called black men, one of the things that they definitely have to do in order to become successful, you have to cross-dress or you have to play an unseemly character. This is what you have to do. All of the greats, quote unquote, have done it, man. Okay. And then look at this other comment. It says, my wife, come watch RuPaul with me. These people know what it is, man. These people know what it is. And then there's other comments where they was like, hold on, man, why they make the vibration of this game like this? Because if anybody that's a Street Fighter fan, you know, at first it wasn't like this when it first came out. You know, it's just a fighting game, and it felt, you know, just whooping people's ass. That's all it is. But now, fast forward in the future, this is what's happening. It's very colorful, and it is dangerous at the end of the day, because like I said, this is what Esau is trying to get you to live like. He's trying to get you to accept this, whether you want to live like this or not. He just wants you to accept it. And that's not what the Lord wants. All right. That's exactly what the Lord, he does not want this, man. The Lord is pissed off with this type of behavior. So we're going to start off with Romans chapter 1, verse 26. You know, I get this scripture all the time. It says, for this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections, but even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. All right. Women are now with other women, and they do all of these unseemly things, which we're going to read right here too. Verse 27, it says, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat. All right. So this is what's happening. The Most High gave them up to this type of mind. Like it says right here in verse 28, it says, and even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge, the Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. Okay. Since people didn't want to acknowledge Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, so they didn't want to acknowledge the commandments, statutes, and laws. And one of the things in the law is you cannot be woman on woman or man on man. You cannot do these things. And this is in the New Testament right here. For everybody to be like, well, that was written in the Old Testament. Well, this is the New Testament in the book of Romans. And there's other areas in the New Testament as well that tells you that this is off. And they tell you, it tells you that this is an abomination, and abomination equals death. All you got to do is read about what happens to Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, that place burned up, and it's going to happen the same. This place is going to get burned up as well by thermonuclear destruction. All right. But it's not going to be burned up just because of unseemly acts. This is just one of the things. This place is going to be burned up because of every single little bit of wickedness that this place is pushing. Point blank period. But this is definitely one of the heavy things or the heavy topics when it comes to, oh, you know, you're not supposed to live like this. You know, people get upset when you speak against this because this world has gotten people to the point where it is like, look, you cannot speak against this type of behavior because they look at it as hate speech. They look at you as an enemy, so forth and so on, man. You just supposed to accept everybody for who they are. And that's not what it is, man. That's not what it is. This is not what the Most High wants. All right. Let's get Proverbs. Let's get Proverbs 8:32, and it says, "Now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways." That's right. Blessed are those that keep his ways. What are the Most High's ways? His commandments, statutes, and laws. That's why it says in verse 33, "Hear instruction and be wise, and refuse it not." Okay, refuse it not. "Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. For whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death." When you do these type of things, you love death, because that's exactly what's going to come to you if you continue to live in that filthy lifestyle. So you have to turn from your ways. You're not supposed to refuse the ways of the Lord. Okay? Esau knows as long as you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans keep living this type of lifestyle, you will never turn back to the Most High. And this keeps Esau in rulership. Why? Because they understand that as long as our people continue to sin, the Most High is going to continue to scatter us through the four corners of the earth. He's going to continue to put us into captivity. He's going to continue to keep us in the ghettos, continue to keep us broke, all of these different things, man. And Esau knows this. This is why he pushes this lifestyle heavy. Okay? But at the end of the day, we're in the last days, and this is not how it's going to play out. The elect, the 144,000 and the small remnant after them, which makes up the whole 1/3, they're going to hearken to the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay? And this is what Esau's afraid of, because he knows this as well. This is why he's getting afraid, because he sees the prophets out there. He's seeing a lot of our people wake up to the truth. Okay? So this is why we do these videos, so we can give out the warning, so we can help seal the elect, so to speak, you know, through the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right? So let's get Malachi 3:6, because this is the Most High's ways, man. The Most High said, do not live that filthy abominable way. This is Malachi 3:6. It says, "For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed." Now the Lord, he changes not, meaning he's not gonna get to the point where he says you can live this type of lifestyle, because a lot of people like to use the excuse that the Lord died on the cross and he died for our sins so we can live in sin. But that's not what the case is. We have to continue to follow the commandments, statutes, and laws. The scriptures tell you the whole duty of man is the commandments, man. Okay? This is why when you go to Hebrews in the New Testament, when you go to Hebrews 13:8, we're going to start at 7. It says, "Remember them which have the rule over you, who have spoken unto you the word of the Most High, whose faith follow, considering the end of their conversation. Yahushua HaMashiach, the same, yesterday and today and forever." Yesterday in the ancient days, today in the present, and forever. Every single day that goes on, man. Forevermore. Yahushua is the same. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is the same. They will not change. This is what they said do. They said do not live that filthy, abominable lifestyle. If you do, you will receive death. Point blank period. When you live that lifestyle, you're supposed to die, man. That's the that's the key, man. You're supposed to be put to death. The Most High is not with that. As soon as he realizes you live that lifestyle, he's going to put you in a situation where he's going to allow you to get off of this earth. And that's where the fear of the Most High should pop in. Do you really want to experience what the Most High has for you as far as that goes? No, you do not. So you have to acknowledge the Lord. You have to follow his ways, okay? Follow his ways. Now, when you get Revelation 17, and we're going to start at 1. Revelation chapter 17, verse 1. And it says that there came one of the 7 angels who had the 7 vials and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore and ascended upon many waters. And we know the great whore is America, aka Babylon the Great. All right. It says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. The whole world is living off of the vibration of America. And this is one of the things that a lot of the places of the world are accepting, is the unseemly lifestyle. You know, even like in the Middle East and everything like that, a lot of them at first wasn't down with this type of lifestyle, but the popularity that America has, as far as when people come over here, they can live their so-called free lives. They could be who they want to be. You know, if they want to be unseemly, they could be unseemly. If they want to be a plant sexual where they have sex with the damn dirt, they could be that. Okay. You got people out here that's literally mutating their faces to the point where they look like damn monster demons. Like this one video that I saw from 2 Through and Info. There's a video where this dude was literally modifying his face. Now he has what they call those husk coming out of his jaws. He has this long teeth. He cut off his nose so it could look like an animal's nose, and he looked like a real damn demon, man. And he's walking around like this. He don't even look like a human being anymore. And when he walks around like this, he expects everybody to accept him for who he is. People look at him and be like, well, he wants to be a rhinoceros, so let him be a rhinoceros. Let him be the monster. People just look at him and be like, okay, well, whatever. And I always said this. I'm like, if somebody wants to dye their skin green, wear the colorful mask, and they want to put a shell in their back and be a Ninja Turtle, you got to be like, well, the nigga wants to be a Ninja Turtle. Let that nigga live in the sewers. He good. You got to look at it like that. And a lot of people are definitely influenced by this so-called freedom that's given to them. This is why a lot of people come over here to America, because they want to experience that, man. Living in wickedness has liberated them, so to speak, because now they're not in order anymore. But that's what the kingdom is going to be all about. It's going to be about wisdom, and it's going to be about order, man. It's going to be about order. You will not be able to do what you want to do in the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. You will not be supporting unseemly things in the kingdom. As soon as the heathens do any type of unseemly thing and it's found out, they're going to be put to death. We already know we're not going to do it, because the law is going to be written in our inward parts. We're going to live perfectly. And the scriptures tell you, when you seek the Most High, live by his ways, then you'll prolong your life. And this is how we know we're going to live forever, because we're never going to go off. Okay. But at the end of the day, this is what happens. This is what happens, man. When people get a taste of this American life, they cannot let it go. They love it. This is why it's going to be a very, very rude awakening when Yahushua comes back, because all of that is going to end as soon as he makes his return. And we're hastening the day of Yahushua to come back to take back what's his. All right. So let's get one last scripture and close it out. Let's get 2nd Ezra. Let's get 2nd Ezra 15:5. And it says, Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So this is plain, straight to the point. The Lord said that he's going to bring plagues upon the earth. The sword, meaning he's going to do a lot of killing. Famine, a lot of people are going to starve to death. Death, a lot of people are going to die. And destruction, America is going to be completely wiped out, along with the land of Israel and other parts of the world. Straight up chaos, man. This is the time that we're coming into, and we understand this is the judgment of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, because people who are living within this polluted wickedness, they love to live in a world where they can't breathe, they can't think straight. You know, they love to live in this, man. They want to continue to live in sin. They don't want anybody telling them what to do. This is why people get mad when they come across the videos or they walk past the camps and that Isaiah 58:1 come out. When Isaiah 58:1 come out and we tell you, you got to stop doing these things, they get upset because it goes completely against their lifestyle. They don't want to hear that, man. They don't want to hear that. Just like Apostle Tahar always say, he was like, man, we've been living in America for far too long. We've been over here for way too long, to the point where people cannot let go of what they learned. When you come into this truth, you have to unlearn everything that you knew, and you have to put on the new man / the new woman. And that's something that the majority of our people, they don't want to do that. They want to continue living in what they already know. And what they don't know is that's going to get them destroyed. That's going to get them to be part of the destruction that's getting ready to happen. All right. So at the end of the day, like I said, this lifestyle right here, look at this right here. That's a whole dude, man. Makeup on, got the perm hair and all that, earrings. You know, you can see the pose. You can see the whole vibe, man. But that's a whole dude. You saw the, hold on, let me play it.
Hang out with friends.
You can say you got the whole abs, chest and everything, man. You can tell that that's not a woman. But like I said, in this game, they push this heavy, and they are doing this with everything, man. Especially as far as entertainment goes. Like I said, video games, music, movies, TV shows, all of that, man. It's pushed heavy, very heavy, and it's pushed to the point where you literally can get a job looking like this. I literally was door dashing today, and then I went to go pick up an order from Panera Bread, and it was a dude look just like this. He wasn't a so-called black man. He was Esau, but he had the hair on like this. He had the makeup and everything. And when you looked at him, you thought it was a woman, but as soon as it started speaking, he was like, "Oh shit!" And you just like, "Damn, you can go to work and look like this." It's a whole new day, man. This is how we know that we at the end. The Most High is about to get rid of this unseemly lifestyle, along with everything else that's making this earth foul. All right. So I'm going to end it right there. So I hope this is edifying. So with that, I'm going to say, Call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akwat that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ratazah, I'll be back on another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.